Hoi there everyone! This is FatesFanboy speaking and welcome back to another episode of Inazuma 11 GO Strikers. Episode 14, we are riding the wave of our international victory against the Little Gigants. Last episode, we became world champions and seized victory once more. Now today is another momentous occasion because we are going to definitively complete the third world map. Unless the game decides to throw another curveball like they did with Ogre, but I don't think another team will follow the girls team who we're facing today. So yeah, before I get into anything else, before I get into the organizational matters, I would like to once again apologize for the 1 week gap. Last week I didn't get the opportunity to record another episode because everything was a bit too close together for my liking. I had a few assignments to hand in on Friday, and I usually record these on Thursday evenings for your mental image. So you may understand why things got a bit hectic last week. And yeah, that gap also means that I haven't really accomplished anything in this past week. I haven't done any training, haven't done any grinding for points. But I think I'm going to take a quick peek. Yeah, we're solid. We're solid on points for the time being. We have 1,000 points to work with, and I think that should be perfect for recruiting the characters we need to recruit in this episode. Last week we got our hands on Alessandro, I believe. We haven't put him into action yet. I'm very curious to see what he can do, what he can add for our team. A player who never really got to shine in the anime, being a bench character. But yeah, Alessandro, excited to see what he can do. And actually looking at the season, I know you can change seasons somewhere. Can we change it to summer? Yes. There we go, that's much nicer. I think this is like the standard setup for the club room. But they have a barbecue going on, or like a roast of some sort. Nice. Also, a quick notice, or actually it's more of like a request. If you do find yourself enjoying this content, the Inazuma 11 GO Strikers content, then please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me. I have already fleetingly mentioned recruiting some characters, and that is what we are going to jump straight into because I have nothing else to ramble about. I am going to fulfill a request that is directly connected to the team we beat last week, namely the Little Gigants. Crystal Chaos, who previously went by RXR, has recommended that we be funky this episode, and we get the Kevin clone because Double Jaw is cool. And you know what? I couldn't agree more. Alright, pretty decent stats all considered. Gets access to S-Kick, as it seems, and yeah, overall solid player I think. He gets access to 3 shots right off the rip, and a level 3 dribble move, which I think may be air ride. So yeah, welcome aboard Draco. Now this is kind of tough, right, because I kind of put some players into the team to actually give them a chance to shine against the girls today, but I fear someone might have to get the axe immediately after being put back on the team. We put Rosie back on, but like, who wants to see Rosie? Can I see a show of hands? Yeah, that's about what I thought. Let's get Draco on here instead. Alright, so let's see, where will we put him? I think I'll put him in forward left wing, I suppose. If that's at all accurate football terminology, I have no clue. Any other adaptations we need to make? Well, not necessarily, but there's one I would like to make, and that's putting Kane on the field. We have to give Kane a chance to shine a bit, because I really do like him. He's just not that useful in the defense, realistically. But yeah, oh look at Draco, already hard at work. He's been here for like 3 milliseconds. He's already breaking his back, scrubbing the club room. Good on you. Alright, well let's see what the girls team is all about then. That's the wrong map. Yes, there we go. This is the right map. Liocott Island. One last time. We are going to venture to the very corner of the map. And we are going to face Nelly. And the girls team. 2 shields, which is comparatively lower than I think all the teams on this map. Now I don't want to call this sexism. You know what, I'm going to abandon that train of thought immediately. Alright, so we've basically done all the adaptations we need. Let's have a quick peek at this Easter egg team. Yes, the girls team, a team composed entirely of female players, which admittedly there aren't too much of in this game. So yeah, this team is an Easter egg team mainly because they just have the 3 managers, Sylvia, Celia and Nelly, as players, and also Camellia, I should add. On top of that, they just have like a selection of female players from the various teams scattered across Inazuma 11. I think it's primarily Inazuma 11 2, like I'm seeing Alpine, I'm seeing the Triple C, yeah. And I don't have much to note, actually, except that these kind of are not great. Like, what? Serious? All D? At least these two have like B in something. Celia has B in control and Sylvia has B in catch. But besides that, I think these girls are all painfully average, and I'm starting to see why this is a 2-shield team. But at least they have Willow, so this is like the best team in the game, objectively. Back at Raymond once again. Makes sense, makes sense. I would have liked for them to make like a separate field for them. Like I'm thinking the sand field that Triple C played on. At least they have their own theme, that's something. And it's a funky theme, you have to admit. I think it's literally called Gulls No Theme in the OST, if I do recall correctly. Which I find very fitting, obviously. And how gracious of the developers to give them their own theme, at least. Alessandro! Oh. Oh, he has Block Circus. Okay. I talked about that in a previous episode, I think. That Cannon was ostensibly the only character to have Block Circus in this game, but I've once again been proven wrong, as happens more often as it happens. But that is very heartening to see. It's very heartening to see that they don't lock most of these moves behind just a single character. What is also rather unfortunate is that Sylvia's going to stop my Excalibur. I dearly hope no one takes that out of context. Anyway, we're just going to stop this kid. Blasting her with some air. I have a feeling I can't say too much in this episode. I will inevitably say something that's going to be taken out of context. And I quite possibly already have. One thing I can note about this team, speaking from experience, is that a lot of the defenders are just really, really annoying. And that was an amazing interception. Too bad nothing came of it, but yeah, most of the defenders on this team have Sleeping Dust. It's just a level 1 move that charges very fast, and like all of the defenders have it. It's incredibly annoying, I should say. Oh, there it is. Double Jaw. It really is an amazing move, isn't it? Kind of sad they didn't use that against us in the last match. Would have made for great thumbnail material, I reckon. It stopped again. You know what? I have another sneaking suspicion that I sincerely underestimated these girls. Especially if they're going to do that. Don't do that. Let's do another Block Circus instead. I love how it's with Hawkins for no reason. He just drops in to assist Alessandro. I actually want to get it to Afrori, but it's not going to give me the chance to do anything. To pull off a shot, specifically. At least we have a Waynol. Waiting, and I think... it's just too late. Just too late. Let's play the ball around a bit then. See what we can do. Oh, no. Yeah, Camellia has Sleeping Dust. Yeah. It's... it's so... it's so stiff. It's so funny on the one hand, but it's utterly annoying on the other. And that's really everything I have to say about it. Okay. Well. Oh! You've got to be kidding me. At least we have as tight of a defense as they do. That's something good to see. Does Hawkins just pitch in because he's the captain? I guess that would make sense. Like, I always thought they did it with, like, their closest support partner, I suppose. Or, like, the player that was closest to them on the field. But I guess having the captain pitch in would make sense if it's not locked to a specific character. And again, Sylvia's kind of popping off because this is not going through. What is it with these random goalkeepers and just popping off for no reason? And why does she always have her move charged? She's inexhaustible, it looks like. I also have very bad memories about this girl, this blonde Agent M, I think it was. Because Aikido, again, is incredibly funny. Okay, Hawkins is there again. I think that confirms my theory. But yes, air right, exactly as I suspected. Also good thumbnail material, as it happens. But, like I said, Agent M and... there it is. I despise this move with all my being. You just die. You literally just break your neck. Why would you do that to anyone? And also my little brother used to have her on his team, and he would spam Aikido like there was no tomorrow. And honestly, on the one hand, I can't blame him. But on the other, please, have mercy on my sanity. I think I'm really going to eat my words on this one, aren't I? I haven't scored a single goal yet. I haven't even got close, it seems. But perhaps here, this might be a good opening. At least if Aphrodite is open. Not ideal, but we can make this work, yes. Oh, don't trigger Sleeping Dust. Okay, there we go. This might be a good opportunity. Might be. We're just going to have to pray, cross our fingers, I suppose. Hope that Sylvia slips up. Yes! There it is. Oh, the infallible tell that you break through Mugen the hand. The text pops up immediately. And Aphrodite, proving invaluable once again. It is an excellent sight. An excellent sight, I tell you. Definitely a core member of our team. Nelly is opting for a rogue Rose Splash from the halfway point, which is alright. I have an energy ring, so we can freely go for Beast Fang. Should be fine. Like, I would like to flex a tiny bit, if I can. But then again, why would I? I know Nelly has, like, access to a co-op shot. And it's a pretty strong one, it's a pretty damn strong one even, I dare say. And if I can, I would like to show it off. Most of you will probably already know, because these girls were already included in the first game as well. And ironically, they were the strongest team in the first game. So I find it a pretty amazing development how far they've fallen from grace. Then again, they kind of just included a whole nother Inazuma 11 universe in this game, didn't they? Alright, half time. We've scored 1 goal by virtue of Aphrodite. Nice. At least we had 69 ball possession. Nice. Are we going to have to make any adaptations? Technically speaking, it wouldn't be a good move to put Whittingale in, but I think I will regardless, because Edgar is not really achieving much. Sadly. We might actually benefit from having a blocking player in the middle there, but then again, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right. Sure. The most delayed jump in the universe, but that's perfectly fine. Now, I think Heavenly Drive is a long shot, technically, so why not? Why not? After all, why shouldn't I just let a Heavenly Drive rip from my own side of the field? Well, as expected, it's not going to achieve anything, but at least it was funny. It was funny to try. Alright, now let's hope they don't... Actually, this is a good opportunity, yeah. Let's see what dribble move he has. Double touch? Nice, okay. Very nice, very nice. I can't even be mad, honestly. That's a pretty good move selection for such an obsolete character. Is that a good word to use? I think it's a good word to use. Maybe redundant is a better word. Because, at the end of the day, that's realistically what most bench players are, at least in their official teams. Because they literally never get swapped in. Oh no, don't trigger Aikido, please. I am begging. Yeah, but don't... Come on, Alessandro. Oh! I'm sorry, Alessandro. I'm very sorry. We hardly knew ye. Died too young. What do you mean? No! No! Wait. Oh, how do you miss? I'm speechless. How do you miss a penalty kick? I mean, I know you can, but... I genuinely don't know what to say. First of all, that never happens. I'd literally never trigger a penalty kick. What are the chances? And then for them to miss so royally, that's... Okay, can I show this off? Can I show off what code move she has? I reckon I can. There it is. That was faster than I expected. And it is none other than the motherfucking Earth. Why did you give these girls, sorry, the Earth? Oh, I sincerely hope I don't regret this. Oh god. But this is going to be a train wreck of a match if this goes through. King. Okay. Whew. Sigh of relief. Let's move on. Okay, of course you lose your energy ring right as I go to pass to you. That makes perfect sense. Let's try to get Draco in. Nope, let's just not try anything. Because sleeping dust! Fun, very fun mechanic. Okay, why do you just stop in place? That's another annoying mechanic. Like, when a player on the opposite team goes to receive a ball with their chest, and they stop in place, your player also stops in place. Like, they can just telepathically, like, bring the ball to their own chest. Wow, how does that make any sense? I'll tell you, it doesn't. So let them move, please. Also, why do you stop that? I guess because you're fired up. That actually makes more sense. Oh! Alessandro. The Italian savage. God damn. Now, we are, technically speaking, at an elemental disadvantage. But then again, she stopped this before. Okay, now she's going for a Fist of Justice. Which is definitely not going to stop it. Excuse me? How is that? Huh? Okay, I guess she has B catch and Draco only has C kick. You know what, actually that makes more sense than I make it out to be. But the elemental advantage, man! Why would it matter if it doesn't matter? You know? You feel me? Well, let's at least pass Nelly. Oh, this match has just got me spinning. Positively, I should note. It's been much more interesting than I predicted it to be, in all fairness. I didn't think I'd have such a meager lead up to this point. And I also didn't think everything would happen that did happen. But while the match is reaching its end, I think this is the point where I tell you that I will most likely be able to get these videos out at a consistent rate from now on. Because your boy has almost officially graduated his bachelor's studies. I completed my final assignment today in the form of a presentation, and that means I will now have loads of free time to work on stuff like these, and other things as well. Including multi-language videos, which I have another one in the works. A pretty big one too, I want to say. But you're just going to have to wait and see what that's going to be. In addition, I have another project in the works, one that spans more than just Inazuma 11, but that is something I will reveal at a later point. That's going to be a good surprise, I hope. Now, I really regret saying this, but man, How... Am I really only going to... You've got to be kidding. You're behind me! These are literally smash hitboxes. I don't know how to call it otherwise. Ah, coward. Should have caught it. It was literally just weakened by a back tornado. You could have stopped it with your bare hands. Well, this has literally got to be the closest victory I've had so far. I don't even have the right words for it, honestly. I severely underestimated these girls. That's honestly hilarious. That's honestly hilarious. But in the end, they won. We won, and that's really all I can wish for, I guess. Oh, Nathan. Are you... Is that a second blue bar, I see? Yes, sir. Alright. Invisible stats. Yes! Nothing else of note, it looks like. We have gained 10 points over when we first started this episode, so you know what? That's a net positive. I can't really complain about that. Let's go back to the map. Let's unlock that golden chest now that I think about it. The first time we'll be unlocking a golden chest like this. Pretty excited to see what it has. And to see if this map will throw us a curveball. And Nelly, that's possibly the most depressing lost stance I've seen so far. I really do apologize, my girl. But it looks like that's all of the map conquered, so now we only have the golden chest left to go. So let's see what we get. Oh dear. Oh, we just get 3 items. Is that how it is? Do I have to... I want to get 3 manuals, ideally. Ah, okay, that's decent, I guess. A 5-up candy and 2 manuals. Could definitely have been worse. I think that's control, so that's always good. And then it's definitively curtains for my favorite map. Not going to do another fade in, fade out compilation like I did last episode. We've had enough sentimentality as it is. And next episode, we'll be rounding off the first map, be tying up some loose ends, and that's actually exactly what we'll do right now as well. We're going to head back to the club room, as per usual, and we're going to see what final things we still have to manage. Now, I said what final things we're going to have to manage, but realistically, we're not going to have to manage too much. We're only going to have to recruit 1 more character, and that's going to be it for this episode. And that character is going to be none other than Claude Beacons, aka Torch, aka Nagumo, aka whatever you want to call it, Lotus Boy perhaps, and this request is by none other than Amino, once more, my Polish translator for the Inazuma 11 multi-language videos. She knows exactly what I like, and she also knows the value of a good Chaos Break, which we're kind of obligated to get now that we're going to recruit Nagumo. Anyway, I am going to happily put him on the team, and I'm going to take out Turner in favor of him. And that means we are going to finally have the dual Chaos offense, or even the triple Fire Dragon offense, in Aphrodite, Nagumo, and Suzuno. There we go. This is what we love to see. Whether you like it or not, this is peak human performance. I think on the way to preparing for Ogre next week, hopefully, I want to get Chaos Break, or at least Fire Blizzard, and perhaps I'll backtrack a bit and get Dark Phoenix on the Dark Empress guys. Actually, we should get Steve back in here, shouldn't we? I kind of miss Steve, as it happens. So I think with that out of the way, we are going to move over. Oh, look at that, another hard worker. That's what I love to see, Nagumo, my beloved. And you know what, to not just have you stare at a static screen, I'm going to keep repeating actually what I did at the end of last episode. And I'm going to gently spin this kind fellow around. Now, while I do my finishing talk, I would first of all like to thank you if you've watched up to this point. It's been a pleasure to get back to this game once more, after definitively wrapping up my university duties. And of course I have to keep reminding you, because I forgot to in the last episode, if there are any characters that you want to see on this team that you want to see recruited, by all means let me know by way of a comment. I read all the comments before the next episode, and I try to fulfill all the requests that are still open, still pending. And with that being said, I think I've got through everything I wanted to say, I've got through everything I needed to say, so I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you very much once again, and I'll see you all in the next episode, where we backtrack to Ogre. Goodbye.